War is hell, and they've heard that before, but it is hell, and stay out of it if you possibly can.
In the 82nd, we lost a lot of very good veterans from Sicily and Italy and Normandy and Holland in the Bulge.
For whatever reason, we didn't lose a man until the 16th of December.
On December 16, 1944, while winter weather grounded the Allied air forces, the stillness of the normally quiet and calm region of the Western Front in the Ardennes forest was shattered by sudden coughing of the engines of German Tiger and Panzer tanks and artillery shelling the Allied forces while thousands of German troops poured down the roads. Poor intelligence and pre-Christmas complacency resulted in the Allies being caught completely by surprise.
This was December 16th. We didn't know why. We went back. We got ourselves out of the bunkers. We all went back to our house, which was our company headquarters, Cannon Company. We were there. We rounded up a few German prisoners that we had. The company commander, Mr. Manning, Captain Manning, was told to get all our boys together and get out of this area and to meet up with the rest of the regiment because we were all cut off. We all want to fight our way out. Well, Captain Manning was the first one out of our building. He was shot and killed right there.
I had 3 machine guns set up, 2 heavy 30s and a light one. And we had a battery of 105s back at Camp Elsenborn, about 5 miles behind us, for our exclusive use. And when they'd fire in there, our captain would give them left or right or forward. And we destroyed 19 of 21 German tanks that day.
I can remember that they were going up and I can see tanks and trucks and people going south and we're going north. And I thought, what's wrong with this picture, you know, because the front line must be up there and why all these people are going that way? But, you know, the 82nd was committed very quickly and it did a really fine job.
As MPs, we were actually taught not to use the billy club. That was a no-no. You know how the old time used to be billy club, bang them on the head and knock them out and then drag them in, see. We were taught to use diplomacy. And I thought, well, man, what's diplomacy going to do with somebody shooting at you? You know, and you're laid up and you're just in a, well, you know, it puts a fear of God in you. And that was one of the most, actually, one of the terriblest times in our life, I guess, in that situation. I mean, you think about it. You got that threat. You're 19 years old. You still got a whole life ahead of you. And I never dreamed that I'd last this long, but here I am. 89 years old, getting ready to spend my 90th birthday, February of this next year.
By December 19, 1944, the American line had been pushed back all the way to the small Belgian town of Bastogne. This small town was where the 7 roads intersected, leading in and out of the town, and was a major objective for the Germans since it was crucial for the movement of German tanks.
As the Bulge progressed, then 8th Corps, well, the MPs moved back into Bastogne to direct the traffic that was moving in and out of Bastogne. And this is where I got my Bronze Star.
With these vital crossroads, the task of defending Bastogne came down primarily to the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions. By December 21, 1944, the Germans had pushed the center of the American line towards Bastogne, and by Christmas, the Germans had completely encircled the town. With only intermittent air support due to bad weather, the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions dug in for the long haul during one of the harshest winters in the history of that region. Once the town was surrounded, the commander of the German forces asked if the Americans defending Bastogne wanted to surrender. The American commander at Bastogne, General Anthony McAuliffe, gave his famous reply, "Nuts."
Hell, I knew what it meant to me. It meant nuts. It meant, hell, I'm not doing this, you know. But Nisa would have been a word that the Germans might have known or known what it was. Nuts. He said, or to hell with you. Or called him something else, you know.
While the Germans began a series of attacks, the Army Air Force was able to drop supplies during breaks in the weather. By December 27, 1944, the Americans started to push back, and with the help of General Patton's Third Army punching through the German defenses around Bastogne, by February 7, 1945, the Battle of the Bulge was over, and the Western Allies began to prepare for the push into Germany.
Just knowing that we had been through this, we'd lost a lot of buddies, but we were alive, and Germany surrendered.
Freedom, it's something that we do not owe. It's something that we have to protect. So this guy protected my liberty, my freedom, and so I am in debt to him.
Well, I went for the 50th, I was here for the 60th, and I'm here for the 70th, and there's only one more, the 75th, which is in 2019. I'll be 99 years old, and I'll be here for that. But that's my last one. But each one, I learned something different. I sometimes go back to areas, you know, they keep repeating and taking us back to places we were before, but I find each time I see something that's different, and the people are different, and it's and I think the people are the most important thing. Not only the veterans, but the people that support the veterans too.
I wanted to come back for one main reason originally, or my one main reason was I wanted to see what it was going to be like after they put it all back together again. The Belgian and Luxembourg people really appreciate for what we've done over the past years. Not only appreciate it, but they've shown it through all these monuments. Almost any place in Luxembourg, if you go through a little town, there'll be a monument there someplace, and it's been very gratifying.
I've enjoyed seeing the tools that we used during the war, the uniforms that we had, the transportation that we used. It all brings back the old memories.